さ、私にいっつもオナニーの手伝いさせて、それで口ではすみませんとかありがとうございますとか、それっぽいこと言いはするんだよね。
He always gets me to help him and then just spends the whole time either apologizing or thanking me.
けど実際は私にしてもらって嬉しいの超バレバレだから。いっつも物欲しそうな顔してるしね。いっそ正面からズバッと言ってくれた方がまだ救いがあるよ。
But the truth is that it's extremely obvious that he's thrilled that I'm doing it to him. I can tell just by the look on his face. The least he could do is just be honest about it. Yeah, like, he really just tries to pretend he's like this, like, oh, poor me, like, you know, like, yes, he does have this condition, but he's also pretending to be a lot more pathetic and weak than he is. And he's just like being like, oh, sorry, can you know, like, oh, sorry, I just can't not with just this, like, you have to do even more. He just tries to be so meek and like almost cutesy and innocent, but it's just, oh, so annoying. Like, yeah, like, after, like, really, genuinely, I kind of recommend reading the manga and then going back to the game, because you will be playing the game in a different light. And I think the game, like, you will read the manga very quickly. You will read it very quickly, but the game takes a lot more time. And I think it is a good idea to read the manga before the game. Like, a lot of the times, I'm like, play the game and then read the extra stuff. With this, honestly, read the manga first.
そしてちゃんはうざいよね。わかるわかる。
That's annoying. I totally understand. Tachibana is becoming more and more talkative. When I hear her words, I no longer feel guilty about eavesdropping. At first, hearing how Tachibana really feels left me in shock. She's been telling you this whole time how she feels. What do you mean? Yeah, this is the thing, like, she'll be telling him, like, this is just my job. I have no feelings for you. I do not care about you. I actually hate this. I feel disgusted by having to do this for you. I am not having a good time. One ear out the other, he's just like, oh, but she's probably wet. Like, she probably likes this anyway. Now he's like, oh, I'm so shocked she can talk this way. I'm so shocked she's so mean about me. I'm so shocked she's such a bad person. Shut the fuck up, she's been telling you all this time. But as I continue to listen to her, I start to feel increasingly angry, thinking that there's really no need for her to say all that. She's talking to a friend, okay? First off, you should not have been listening. Like, yes, it is shitty for her to say all these things. But also, she has to, like, fuck you to get you to come every 3 hours. I think these are one of the things where you're like, you know what? You kind of deserve to shit talk the person you have to do this for. I think this is like one of the few like reasons I will be like, you're kind of allowed to just shit talk.
っていうかさ、ひょっとして両手骨折ってのもわざとだったりしてね。看護師さんに抜いてもらえるからとか考えて。
But you know, you should consider the possibility that he broke both arms on purpose, knowing that a nurse would have to take care of him.
オナニーに飽きたからあいつならマジでそうでも不思議じゃないかな。うん、そんなキモいこと余裕で考えて実行しそうだよ。
So maybe he got tired of masking. I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that. Yeah, I could definitely see him stooping that low. I think it was an accident. I think... God, I don't remember how it was in this game. I genuinely have no recollection of it. Was he hit by a car or did he slip down the stairs? I think he slipped down the stairs. That was a really nice laugh. I think I know the voice actress from somewhere. Honestly, it might have even been in fucking Gore Screaming Show, honestly. Okay, look. I find myself facing the two of them before I know it. I just have to get all this pent-up anger off of my chest. How dare you? How dare you talk smack about a patient like that? What the hell's wrong with this hospital? I tremble with anger as I glare at Tachibana. Tachibana doesn't panic, however, instead just nods and smiles.
どうしました山田さん。もう消灯時間はとっくに過ぎてますよ。次の作成までもまだ間があるはずですが。
What's wrong, Yamada? It's already lights out, and there's still time before you'll need to tackle it again, isn't there? Don't change the subject. You can say whatever. It's not like I asked for this illness. How dare you ridicule someone like that, who would possibly break their own arms on purpose. I mean, he is true, but they're also just like laughing. Like it's not really that serious. I mean, it is shit, but it also isn't that serious.
山田さん、落ち着いてください。病院内ではお静かにお願いします。そんなの常識でしょ。
Yamada, please calm down. You need to keep quiet when in the hospital. You know that much at least, don't you? Yamada tries to touch my shoulder, but I brush her hand off before she can. You're the one to talk after all of that laughing out loud you've been doing. I've had it with you. I'm going to complain to your boss. Good luck with that. The expression disappears from Yamada's face. When she's like this, she's absolutely terrifying. I mean, yeah, in the mangas, the head nurse, she punishes Tachibana for nothing that she does. Like, she has to take care of all the other nurses, and she has this little fuck ass, like, to take care of, and I just feel so bad for her. That face won't save you. I'll write a review about this place online. Okay.
山田さん、誤解があるようですし、ちょっと私と二人きりで話をしましょうか。
Yamada, there seems to be some sort of misunderstanding, so let's talk about it, just the two of us. Brother, your arms aren't going to be the only things that are broken. Tachibana's voice is extremely calm, further fueling my anxiety. I raise my voice even further to shake it off. No! This is no misunderstanding!
いいから、こっちに来てください。
It'll be fine. Just come over here. I said no, didn't I? A real nurse would actually listen to a patient.
そっちこそ、来いって言ってるでしょ。
That's exactly why I'm telling you to come. Well, she's not exactly loud. My body trembles in response to Tachibana's voice sounding more threatening than ever before. Yeah, like, if I remember correctly, if he did, in fact, complain to the head nurse, she would punish Tachibana, who, by the way, was treating him not the worst. Like, there's so much worse to come, by the way. So much worse. Like, she was treating him decently. She wasn't, like, being inhumane with him. She was just getting the job done and just not being nice. She was just not nice to him. But she wasn't inhumane, and she wasn't, like, beating the shit out of him. Which is to come. So, like, he is so much better off with Tachibana than with the other nurses. Especially with, like, the head nurse and stuff. Like, it gets so much worse. I honestly don't know how the fuck, like, later on I'll be able to even show it on YouTube because... Jeez Louise. Like, the whole screen just censored. Everything I say is just, like, a bleep. Yeah, like, Tachibana would, like, be punished. And he would be, like... I don't even want to know what would happen to his body. He'll be found in a bag somewhere. Tachibana uses that opportunity to grab me by the arm.
さあ、こちらにどうぞ。
Come right this way. No, stop, let me go. She seems completely uninterested in listening to my feeble complaints. I have no choice but to leave the scene with Tachibana as she drags me by the arm. What? You want to talk here of all places? I do my best to speak out. I can't help but sound suspicious. Tachibana takes me to the linen room where sheets and other things are stored. There's no sign of anyone else, so really it's just the two of us. Tachibana doesn't answer me, but locks the door instead of turning on the lights. What's more, she begins unfastening the top of her uniform. Oh, what? Tachibana, what are you? Don't stare. Wait, what? Tachibana stops taking off her clothes and rushes at me. I'm flat on my back before I know it. And then... These are the boobs that they used a moment ago to describe his perfect first I remember those boobs. In the blink of an eye, Tachibana sits down on my face as if she's completely naked. I've always heard that the scent is reminiscent of the sea. And now that I think about it, it's kind of true. What?
例えば、そう。間違えて違う薬を投与するかもしれませんし、点滴の針があらぬ方向に突き刺さるかもしれませんね。
For example, you could end up accidentally administering the wrong drug or inserting an IV needle incorrectly. Oh my god, what are you insinuating, girl?
山田さんの場合でしたら、作成作業中に陰茎が折れてしまったり、陰嚢が破裂してしまったりでしょうか?
In your case, your penis will be broken and your scrotum ripped while we're helping you ejaculate. And what I'm saying... She lightly grips my testicles. My heart rate soars and I feel a cold sweat break out all over my body. Tachibana's fingers eventually find itself inside of my asshole. I think this is a good time to say. I'm gonna leave this for the next episode. Oh, this is a beautiful way to end. I want to keep these a bit shorter. Bye bye.